is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Florida International Panthers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So FIU's offense will go to work first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Off the play fake on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Enders get an assist on that tackle.
And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you make third down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense was expecting pass and that down and distance. So it begs the question now on 3rd and long again, might the offense go back to handing it off to their explosive playmaker at the running back position?
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Makes a grab past the marker. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a 1st down for FIU. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. And he'll go. Not before the big pickup and the 1st down. The Panthers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida International.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Utah Utes offense has its first opportunity of the day. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
He'll throw on third down. That's caught. It's Hicks. Still on his feet at the 35. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Gets away. Gets rid of it. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Utes are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hicks. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Both teams scored on their first possessions, but now a chance to send a message that field goals aren't going to win this game. Touchdowns will. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And the Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now adjusting. Got his man. Turns it on in midfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw, make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers went through. They came down hard quickly got into the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He slides that just inside the right upright. Now up by 7 points here in the second. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Army is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up off the canvas before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Oklahoma. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Made a defender miss. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Runs through a tackle. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Fires to the tight end. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Wide open downfield. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to take off. Turning it on.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. The inside handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Utes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Stands in and takes the hit. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the third quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Pettis. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. To the air on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
From the gun, the running back has it. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to throw on third. With the catch, it's Hicks. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Touchdown, Panthers! The defense putting points on the board.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Pettis. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The handoff as they run the counter play here. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. Complete in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Utes have their offense in high gear. He leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right on target this time. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. He'll sneak it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this team need that. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Looking for a crease to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Hicks. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Looking left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get it. The first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Finds some fresh air. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Panthers will try to convert on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Gonna let it fly. He's got it along the sideline. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get...
Fires toward the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the good good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. He's got it out. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Ole Miss is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that looks like it did when Archie and Eli were here. They're up by 17 over Purdue. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Utah has it back, and the offense coming. Field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He'll do it himself. Got room at the 35. Breaks into the open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Utah!
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt.